21. What are the differences between sprint backlog and product backlog? The product backlog is usually maintained by the owner of the project, which contains every requirement and feature list of the products. Whereas, the sprint backlog is a subset of product backlog which includes elements and features related to a particular sprint only. 22. What is velocity in Agile? In Agile, velocity is a metric which is calculated by addition of efforts estimates associated user stories completed in an iteration. The speed will predict how much work Agile can achieve in the sprint and the required time for its completion. 23. What are the Agile testing methodologies? The testing practices are well defined for every project, whether Agile or not, to deliver quality products. Traditional testing principles are quite often used in Agile testing. One of them is early testing that focuses on writing test cases to express the behavior of the system. Early defect prevention, detection and removal. Ensuring that the right test types are run at the right time and as part of the right test level. In all the Agile methodologies we discussed, Agile testing in itself is a methodology. In all the approaches, test cases are written before coding. The commonly used, Scrum, Agile testing methodologies are as follows. Test-driven development, TDD, test-driven development, TDD, is based on coding guided by tests. Acceptance test-driven development, ATDD, acceptance test-driven development, ATDD, is based on communication between the customers, developers and testers and driven by predefined acceptance criteria and acceptance test cases. Behavior-driven development, BDD, in behavior-driven development, BDD, testing is based on the expected behavior of the software being developed. 24. Is Kanban an Agile methodology? Kanban is an Agile methodology that is not necessarily iterative. Processes like Scrum have short iterations which mimic a project lifecycle on a small scale, having a distinct beginning and end for each iteration. Kanban allows the software be developed in one large development cycle. 25. What are the different types of Agile methodologies? Agile Scrum methodology. Lean software development. Kanban. Extreme programming, XP. Crystal. Dynamic Systems Development Method, DSDM. Feature-driven development, FDD. 26. What is pair programming? Pair programming is a technique or method, in which two programmers work as a team, one writes the code and the other one reviews that code. The roles are switchable throughout the process. It can benefit the team with improved code quality and reduced chance of errors. Knowledge sharing among team members. 27. What is a test stub in Agile? A test stub in Agile is a small code which mimics a specific component in the system and can replace it. The output of the test stub will be the same as the component it will return. 28. What are the qualities that an excellent Agile tester should have? An Agile tester should have: be able quickly to process and understand the requirements. Know Agile principles and concepts. Understand the risks associated with a project as it gets complex. Prioritize the work based on the requirements. Regular and well-processed communication with the development team and other project associates. 29. What is Scrum? Scrum is an Agile process that allows us to focus on delivering the business value in the shortest time. It rapidly and repeatedly inspects actual working software. It emphasizes accountability, teamwork and iterative progress towards a well-defined goal. The Scrum framework usually deals with the fact that the requirements are likely to change or most of the time not known at the start of the project. 30. What is Scrum Master and his responsibilities? Scrum Master is a person who helps other people to understand Scrum and serves the project team by removing the obstacles. He also helps in simplifying the project complexities. The Scrum Master also needs to make sure the development team works based on the core values of Scrum. He is often considered a coach for the team, helping the team do the best work they possibly can. Moreover, he ensures that the Scrum adoption is successful in the enterprise. He acts as a heart of Scrum project and he needs to perform responsibilities as given. Scrum Master needs to assure the team meets its business objectives. Scrum Master fosters collaborative environment in the team. The Scrum Master does the planning, team backlog grooming, sprint demo, sprint retrospective, guides Scrum processes and helps to maintain integrity of Scrum values. Promote improved engineering practices like TDD, automated testing and continuous integration. Making sure that every stakeholder should be present at the meeting at the given time. Works together with other team members to ensure dependencies and risk are distributed across Scrum teams. Conducting feasibility studies, writing and validating specifications. 31. What are the Scrum Master skills? The Scrum Master is a very important person in the Agile Scrum process. He should have multiple skills including technical, Scrum process and soft skills. Scrum Master must know different techniques and practices to manage self-organizing teams. He should show honesty, integrity, trust and respect for the team. He should have expertise in Agile, IT coaching, and presentation. Moreover, Scrum Master should be able to schedule meetings in such a way that it doesn't affect the regular work of the team members. Following are important characteristics of Scrum Master. Servant leader. Servant leadership is a social leadership style. Scrum Master acts as a servant leader to attain project objectives through service to others. Morale booster. The Scrum Master also acts as a morale booster by encouraging the team to do their work more effectively. Facilitator. Scrum Master plays a role of facilitator as he helps the team to understand their common project-related objective. He also assists the team to achieve these objectives while remaining neutral. Coach. Scrum Master's coaches the team to become self-organized and also guides them on the path of continuous improvement. Agent. Scrum Master also plays a role of an agent which helps to make the necessary changes allowing a better implementation of Scrum. Mentor. The Scrum Master should share his knowledge, experiences, and even his opinions just like a mentor. Remover of obstacles. Scrum Master should remove all the obstacles preventing the development team to work in the best conditions. Manager of the framework. The Scrum Master is also responsible for the framework within which the team works. Observer. He needs to constantly observe everything, even the smallest activities of the team members. 32. What are the daily activities of Scrum Master? Activity 1. Capacity and velocity planning using spreadsheet and Jira or Mantis. Activity 2. Determine implementable stories available with points remaining from the sprint review. Activity 3. Review previous sprint velocity along with the team. Activity 4. Estimating team's capacity. Activity 5. Calculating number of points completed by team. Activity 6. The team member provides all known tasks and estimates task effort within an hour. Scrum Master should ensure tasks given to members are never above their capacity. Activity 7. He also needs to ensure that the tasks in never more than 16 hours. If at all it is bigger than that, he should tell the team to make it and break them down. The above is just a small sample of the many activities a Scrum Master is involved in. 33. What are the best practices for Scrum Master? Scrum Master should listen to all the queries of developers, project manager and owner to understand their issues. He should entrust his unwavering faith in his team members that they will complete the allocated work. He should give respect even to the smallest team member and listen to everyone's perspective. Scrum Master should avoid doing multitasking in his/her work. Show genuine appreciation to the team for their successful accomplishments. 34. What are the Agile principles? The goal is set to satisfy the customer by offering continuous improvement delivery of software. It always welcomes changes even during later stages. Deliver working system from 15 days to 1 month, with a purpose to limit the time scale. Business stakeholders and development team will work daily until the project is over. Working software is elementary in Agile process. Agile software development approach promotes sustainable development. Give complete attention to technical expertise. 35. What are the Kanban principles? Kanban process visualizes the workflow which is easy to understand. Encourage acts of leadership at all levels. It helps to measure and improve collaboration. Respect the current process, roles and responsibilities. Helps team to make process easy and explicit. 36. Can you explain what is tracer bullet? Tracer bullet can be defined as a spike with a current set or best practices or contemporary architecture. It is used to examine the workability of an end-to-end process and its feasibility. 37. What is the task board in Agile? A task board is a chart that represents the columns, in progress, to do and done columns that help the user organize the team work. Backlog as a column can also be created to track what's left. 38. What are the differences between burn down and burn up in Agile? Burn down. Burn down gives you an overview of the remaining work in the project. It shows the quantum of progress in the middle of the project and the quantum of development at the end of the project, completion of the project. The burn down project races down to the zero when it comes to the ending of the project. Burn up. Burn up gives you an overview of the project that has been completed. The burn up shows the scope of increase and decreases at the beginning and the end of the project. The burn up work is shown in 2 different lines. This provides the information by rectifying and diagnosing the problem. 39. What are the differences between Agile testing and waterfall testing? In a waterfall development methodology, the development life cycle activities happen in phases that are sequential. Thus, testing is a separate phase and gets initiated only after the completion of the development phase. Following are the main differences between Agile testing and waterfall testing. Agile testing. Testing is not a separate phase and occurs concurrently with development. Testers and developers work together. Testers are involved in coming up with requirements. This helps in requirements mapping to the behaviors in the real-world scenario and also framing the acceptance criteria. Also, logical acceptance test cases would be ready along with the requirements. Acceptance testing is done after every iteration and customer feedback is sought. Every iteration completes its own testing, thus allowing regression testing to be implemented every time new functions or logic are released. No time delays between coding and testing. Continuous testing with overlapping test levels. Testing is a best practice. Waterfall testing. Testing is a separate phase. All levels and types of testing can begin only after the completion of development. Testers work separately from developers. Testers may not be involved in the requirements phase. Acceptance testing is done only at the end of the project. Regression testing can be implemented only after the completion of development. Usual time delays between coding and testing. Testing is a timed activity and test levels cannot overlap. Testing is often overlooked. 40. What is DevOps? DevOps is a software development method which focuses on communication, integration, and collaboration among IT professionals to enable rapid deployment of products. DevOps is a culture that promotes collaboration between development and operations team. This allows deploying code to production faster and in an automated way. It helps to increases an organization's speed to deliver application and services. It can be defined as an alignment of development and IT operation. 41. What are the differences between Agile and DevOps? DevOps is a practice of bringing development and operations teams together, whereas Agile is an iterative approach that focuses on collaboration, customer feedback and small rapid releases. DevOps focuses on constant testing and delivery, while the Agile process focuses on constant changes. DevOps requires relatively a large team, while Agile requires a small team. DevOps leverages both shifts left and right principles. On the other hand, Agile leverages shift left principle. The target area of DevOps is software development, whereas the target area of Agile is to give end-to-end business solutions and fast delivery. DevOps focuses more on operational and business readiness, whereas Agile focuses on functional and non-function readiness.